This week started with something I definitely wasn't ready for, the first snow of the season. And it came early this year. It snowed all night and into the next morning. We got more snow in 24 hours than all of last winter, and honestly, it felt like living in a snow globe. But as pretty as it was, I had zero interest in stepping outside, so I basically hibernated at home for 2 days. Once the snow started to melt, I ventured out for a hot latte and a little walk, popping in and out of shops. And later that day, I headed to a happy hour. So I just got home from going for a walk and going to happy hour. And I was thinking while I was out, as it gets colder and colder in the winter, my definition of a nice day outside keeps on changing. So to me, 75 degrees and sunny is a perfect day. But I'm starting to catch myself saying like 65, nice day. 50s, let's go for a walk. Even 40s, it's not that bad out, which is crazy. And I'm sure in February, it will even be crazy enough to say, wow, it's in the 30s. Today's a great day outside, which is just insanity. I just think it's funny as it gets colder outside, your definition of a nice day keeps on changing. The one thing I will not get used to is it getting dark at 4:30. It's currently 6 p.m. and it feels like I could go to sleep. But my day isn't over. I'm going to a taping of one of my favorite podcasts. Actually, I'm going to a taping of my favorite podcast, Pivot. They're in Chicago tonight, and I wanted to see Scott and Kara do their show.
Your Chicago is...
Enough of that.
All right, sit down. But I want to say, I love Chicago so much. I walked around all day today.
The next day, I ventured out to grab another hot coffee. And finally tried a ramen spot I've heard is one of the best in the city. The broth was creamy without being too rich, exactly the kind of comfort food you want when it's freezing outside, and it really hit the spot. The following day, I stayed home in the morning to make myself a healthy lunch. This is the Peruvian chicken verde bowl I just made. Let's try it out. It has some type of sauce, like aioli sauce, beans, sweet potato, tomatoes, and chicken. I think it would have been better with like a rice, but I'll try it how it is. It's good. It's not one of the better dishes I've cooked, definitely. But it's a healthy lunch. I went out to watch my sister compete in a fitness competition she's been training for months. On the way home from seeing my sister compete from our competition, she ended up doing really well. I couldn't do that. I picked up Raising Cane's. I've never tried Raising Cane's and they were open, so I decided to try it. I think it's overrated. I would rather have Chick-fil-A sauce any day versus cane sauce, and people love cane sauce, but it's just not my cup of tea, I guess. I think a chicken tender from Cane's with the Chick-fil-A sauce would be like the ultimate combination. The Texas toast was the best part of the meal, and the fries, I could do without. The next day, I started the morning with a bagel. Isn't the heirloom tomato so cool looking? It's red inside. Picked up so far, these are my favorite bagels I've had in Chicago. They're called Decker's bagels. They're sourdough bagels, which I love because they don't hurt my stomach. And they also have seeds on both sides. And the perfect bagel is butter, then cream cheese, tomato, and lox. I picked up their scallion cream cheese. This is also from Deckers. It's excellent. They're a pop-up that they're doing bagels every few weeks in Chicago in different restaurants, and I think they're trying to find a storefront sometime next year. But right now they're in pop-up mode. And then I put the tomatoes. Look how pretty it is. And then the lox. If I had dill, that would be perfect, but this is what it looks like. So this is my after workout lunch because I worked out this morning. I tried to enjoy what is probably the last nice day till next year, which is so sad. And it wasn't nice, wasn't very sunny, was super windy. And I'm not too happy about it. But I tried a new coffee, so that's good. And this one's really interesting. It's apple cider with a pumpkin cold foam. And it's very good. You can definitely taste like a hint of the apple and the pumpkin, and it actually goes well together. And now I am going to make the most of the last nice day, getting an iced coffee, which I'm not gonna get again till next year, unless it's made in my own apartment. And go to Lakeview and get my favorite acai bowl, because acai to me screams nice day. So I'm gonna try to make it a nice day. And I met up with a friend later for a wheel throwing pottery class, which, by the way, is so much harder than it looks. I give props to anyone who can make a bowl symmetrical. And to wrap up the week, I visited a pop-up at my favorite coffee shop where they were serving some really unique drinks. It was definitely worth stopping by.
And then, use just some of the zest as well.